Hello all. As I've said many times before, it's always really good to meet folk on the hill. Well, for this episode, again, I'm coming off the hill and I am heading down there. Hope you enjoy. Bye for now. Ta-da. And here I am. As I said many times before, it's always good to be up on the hill, and it's always good to meet new folk up on the hill. So here I am, outside St. Mary's Church. This is give a knock, yeah. David, how are you, sir?
Good evening.
Well, we introduced this this man. Yeah, this is David Charles.
Yep.
David, now I know that yes, you've got it. I'm outside the back of St. Mary's, and I am with the St. Mary's bell ringers.
That's right.
Is there an official title for bell ringing, David?
We're just bell ringers.
We're just the bell ringers.
Just the bell ringers,
yeah. So, as I said on top of the hill, it's always good to meet folk on top of the hill, but sometimes it's even better to meet them down here. So, David has kindly agreed to give me a little bit of a talk about the bell ringing and all the history behind with St. Mary's Church and the bell ringing.
Yes.
Because there's a big history. So, let's get going then, David. Let's go in.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so masked on because the rules suddenly state in Wales that we have to wear masks, so that's fine. This is the way the world we live in Wales at the minute. So I'm actually in the bottom of the tower of St. Mary's.
Which is the oldest building in Builth.
Yes,
the tower is.
Yeah, how old are we? Sorry, David.
I think it's 1275. The tower.
Wow, that's quite old.
And they're obviously very short people.
yeah.
The doorway we have to go through.
Yes.
Is very short.
Okay, we just can see that there, David.
Yeah.
So I'm quite familiar, obviously, with my dad many times in here.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since I've been up the bell.
Okay, so if we want to go up the stairs.
Do I go first then, David, yeah?
Oh, we can, because you've got the camera, yeah.
Right, well, I'm watching my head. Yeah, so it's not like climbing Garth Hill now. I'm just going up. So tell me now, David, how long have you been involved with the bell ringing here?
In Builth, 17 years.
17 years, yeah.
I've been ringing 46.
46 years?
Yep, I learned back in Essex in 1975. My father taught me.
Yes.
And I've been ringing ever since.
Wow.
My mum and dad met through bell ringing.
Yes.
Me and my wife met through bell ringing. So it's almost like a dating club.
Yeah. Well, when you just see that, as you said, it's such an old part of Builth.
Yes.
And as I get into the top now, you must teach me the terminology now.
This is the ringing room.
This is the ringing room. So as I'm about to go in here now, hello all.
Hello there.
I've ventured far from Garth Hill. Hello.
Hello.
How are you all?
We're fine.
Yes.
Ready for action.
Yes. So David, over to you again. We're now in the
ringing room. This is where we actually ring the bells. We've got 6 bells here. This one being the smallest one, which weighs, in bell terms, about 300 weight. I can't remember. Yes, 300 weight.
Yeah.
Which is 100 weight is 112 pound. So that's 336 pound, which is what, about 5 stone.
5 stone. So that's quite a lot of power then, David.
This is the biggest one.
Yes.
Which is 6,500 weight.
Yes.
Which is 88 stone.
88 stone.
88 stone. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of weight.
No, that can't be 5, can it?
It's okay. So what you're actually telling me, all the different ropes here, they all have different weights.
They have a different bell on each, yeah?
Yes.
The coloured fluffy bit is called the Sally.
Yes.
Don't ask me why. It's been called the Sally for donkey's years.
Yeah.
I've never found out why. And this bit at the bottom here is called the tail end.
Okay.
Or backstroke. So we have a tail end or backstroke. Okay.
Okay.
So the bells are in a position, we'll go and look at them in a minute, where they are up and ready for ringing. And when we ring a bell, Again, you can't just catch hold and do it, you have to be taught.
Yes.
We pull the bell down, it makes a noise, and then we come down again. Now that may look very boring, all on its own, but when we ring all 6, we then have different orders we ring them in, or methods as it's called in bell ringing, and you can never stop ever stop learning. Now the methods will have such names as Plain Bob, Annabelle's London, Annick, just think of Bake Up Bamber, all on 6 bells.
I just think it would be so good now because people hear the bells ringing in the morning for Sunday and for weddings. Hopefully, if you don't mind all, it'd be lovely to film you all so they see where it all comes from, you know. Because I really don't think enough people know what we have here as a hidden gem of Builth.
That's right. Well, the 6 bells were made originally in 1812 and installed, and actually the frame they sit in, which we can go and look at in a minute, is original, still from 1812. They were restored in 1904, and the 2 smallest ones were recast, so melted down and made again. And then we had a big restoration 11 years ago now.
Yes.
And we raised 32,000 to have them rehung, and they're a lot better since then. They were retuned as well. So if we catch hold, we'll do some rounds.
Yes, I look forward to that. I can.
Maybe a few chord changes, but nothing more.
Okay.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you all very much.
That was the simplest form of ringing called chord changes.
Yes.
And that's the first stage after you learn to handle a bell.
Okay, well,
So, would you like to come and see the bells?
yes, I would. And thank you very much for that. It was lovely to see it. And
If I shout down thinking somebody's
yeah. We'll go up and have a look now. But really, for me, it's to encourage new young or bell ringers to get involved.
Well, Caitlin's our youngest ringer, but unfortunately she's about to go back off to university. And if you took a mask down, they'd all know her anyway.
Yeah.
And it's available. Ringing is available for anyone from the ages of about 10 to 80. My mum and dad have just given up, and dad will be 90 at Christmas.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are ringers. There was one chap who rang on his 100th birthday not so long ago.
Yeah. So
yeah.
just think we would really encourage other members of the community in Builth.
Yeah.
to get in touch with you, and I'll put a link up to get in touch with you, David.
Yeah, that's fine.
And come and have an open day and get involved with this proud tradition that we have.
Yeah, we
in
would
Builth.
love to have more people. And we don't just ring bells, we also maintain the memorial gardens around the...
Oh, brilliant!
around
yes.
Yeah. So that, you know, we look after that, and it's not too bad at the moment. Actually, I looked the other day.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's okay, is it?
Yeah.
So-
Right, if we go up into the actual bells now, we can have a
Okay.
quick look.
Thank you,
And
David.
you can actually see a bit of movement of one of the bells. So here we are actually in the bells, and the bells are in an up position, ready for ringing. So they're mouth upwards.
Yeah.
Now when we ring the bells, they actually circle round completely, and then circle back the other way. So what we're going to do is ask one of the ringers to ring the third,
Yeah.
so you can see that. Yeah, third is the best one. Right. Can you turn the third over, please, about 3 times? We'll just get out of the way to make sure we're safe.
Yeah. And put my ear muffs in.
It'll be quite loud.
Wow, that is quite loud.
Right, so you can see that the bell went round circle. The bell went round full circle and then went back again the other way. The bit of wood that you saw flying past is what we call the stay, which is our stopping mechanism, and that's all we use it for. That bell weighs about 25 stone, something like that. But bells are traditionally weighed in hundredweight, which is a very old-fashioned weight nowadays. So that's about 400 weight. So as you say, we've plenty of room up for 6 bells. Love you to come and have a look.
Just a quick question for you, David. What's this? This has all been restored.
Yeah. So the actual wooden, you can see this part, 1812.
Yes.
The 4 biggest bells are 1812, and the 2 smaller ones are 1904. Anything you can see in blue is 2011.
Cost.
And the wooden wheels are a mixture of 1904 and 2011.
So, David, this is a passion for you. I can
Yes.
see that, your passion, and that
Yeah.
inspires me as well. So where else have you rung then, David? Where else have you been?
Where else have I rung? Well, I've rung in about over 2,000 different places.
Wow.
I suppose my claim to fame is St Paul's Cathedral. I've rung
That's
there.
some claim to fame, yes.
I haven't rung at the heaviest ring of bells in the world, which are at Liverpool Cathedral.
Yes.
The biggest bell there weighs just over 4 tonne. It's 8,200 weight.
So you really have got to know what you're doing with that
Yeah,
one.
you have. I've rung at Exeter, which are the second largest ring of bells, and the biggest one there's 7,200 weight.
Yes.
And I've rung at other famous places, and some quite scary places as well, actually, like Pershore Abbey.
That bell ringing, and is there like a qualification you go through with it?
Yeah, well, when we moved from Essex 17 years ago, or nearly 18 now, we decided we were moving west for many reasons, and we wanted to live in a place where there were bells because we knew we'd immediately have friends.
Yes.
And bell ringing is of great friendship. Now, Simon will be welcome to join us, but after we finish ringing tonight, we should be in the grey house.
Yeah, look, I tell you what, they would probably love to see me having a go, but let's make it an agreement between myself and David that I'll come back
Oh, that'll be lovely.
and we can film me having a go with it.
Excellent.
I mean, I can't thank you enough for
No.
and
Thank
when
you.
we'll go down, we'll say goodbye to the other bell ringers down
Yeah,
there now.
okay.
But really to encourage, if anyone's watching this now, I'll start with you after David, a link, a number or an email address you can contact David.
Yeah.
I can certainly as a Builth boy, being aware of it, obviously with my family connections and stuff, you just something that you feel they take this always be there, but it can't always be there. Am I right, David? Unless you come out and get involved with these other
That's
bell
right.
ringers.
We need more ringers. And
You see these bells coming in for your weddings.
Yeah.
Now you've seen them in action.
come
Please
along and
get
learn.
involved. And here's my promise to David, and I'll say it downstairs with the ladies downstairs.
Brilliant.
I'll be back again.
Welcome back down to the ringing room with the other ringers tonight. And when you have time, you'll be more than welcome to come and join us and have a go. It takes a little while to learn to handle, but once you've done that, good. And you can never stop learning. And if anyone really does fancy a an expedition, the place around here to go is Brecon Cathedral. Because you go through tunnels upstairs and all sorts of places.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of fun. So, and it's a massive ringing room when you get there. Everyone is welcome. Get in touch. Or come along one Thursday evening, stand by the tower door, and we can see you on CCTV.
Okay, well, as I said, I wrapped up at the top there. Let's see if I get everybody in the background. I said to David upstairs, I said, this is a hidden gem. And unless as a community, we come and support and get involved and learn the skill of bell ringing, it's something that will go silent on us. Yeah. And I'm sorry to be so dramatic.
Yeah, it's very true.
So I would encourage when we get the open, David has talked about open day, I shall come back. Oh my goodness, what could possibly go wrong? No, nothing will go wrong. Professionals around me like this, nothing will go. It's a thing you can get involved with, you can travel, you can meet new people.
Definitely.
Builth St Mary's bell ringers, thank you very much for inviting me. And as I say every time, it's always good to meet folk on the hill, particularly up in St Mary's Builth, however. Thank you and good night. Thank you.